Is the 14-inch MacBook Pro actually coming soon? And if we do get it soon, what will be improved from the previous MacBooks? Coming up. What's going on, guys? It's Gino from Modern Accessory Review, and on this channel I help you find the best tech and accessories for yourselves. Today I want to talk about the 14-inch MacBook Pro to show you guys exactly what we should be anticipating when it's released out in the market. As you guys probably know, there have been tons of rumors and leaks going around lately, and I have to say I am really pumped for this MacBook. As you guys can see right here, I personally have the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which is the newest laptop from Apple. However, this 14-inch MacBook Pro that we are supposed to get from Apple looks like an incredible piece of machinery for anyone that is always traveling around and is willing to get a bit of a smaller display for a little easier portability. It looks like we are going to get even more than expected, however, because we are supposed to get improvements in the screen. The screen will include mini LED tech, which is pretty much just extremely small LEDs behind the LCD panel, which is used for a backlight. Most higher end LCD panels that we see in the MacBook Pros now have around 576 LEDs, but with this mini LED tech, we will be able to fit thousands of them. This screen technology mixed with local dimming zones, which pretty much just controls certain parts of the display to make it a bit darker. It may sound a little confusing, but this will allow us to get better colors and get a display that is as bright as 1000 nits. A lot of this tech we see in the Mac Pro, so it would make sense if we see it in the upcoming MacBook, which of course I would have no complaints about that. Besides the screen technology in the 14-inch MacBook Pro, we are supposedly supposed to get the same internals that we have in the 16-inch. First of all, we will be seeing the new scissor switch keyboard being used. As you guys probably know, that the butterfly keyboard was not holding up as it should. People were getting a lot of jammed keys and stuff was just going wrong with the keyboard. So the scissor switch mechanism that we have in the keyboard right here is really awesome to have, and of course will allow you to type super well. Of course, besides the keyboard on each side, we have these new speakers which are truly incredible. I can't stress enough how much I have enjoyed these speakers. Now of course, the reason I'm telling you this is because the 14-inch is supposedly going to have some new speakers as well. I'm not sure how loud they're going to be, but I doubt they're going to be as loud as the 16-inch. But we will have to wait and see. We also find that the 16-inch MacBook Pro was just a bit thicker than the 15-inch that is no longer available. And it isn't very noticeable, however, it dramatically helps the cooling with a 28% increase in airflow and a 35% larger heatsink, which helps the computer not experience any overheating issues. And all of this should be carried into the 14-inch MacBook Pro that we should be getting very, very soon. Like hopefully within the next month or two, depending on what Apple decides to do with this pandemic going around. I don't know about you guys, but for myself, I would definitely rather have a bit of a thicker design to help us fully utilize the performance. But if you're still dying for the thinnest and lightest out there, then you can still get the MacBook Air, with of course less specs and not as good of internals. Talking about specs, we currently have the 9th gen Intel Core processor inside the 16-inch. So it looks like we will be getting either the 9th or the 10th gen Intel Core processor in the 14-inch, which would be super cool. We should also be getting at least 32 gigabytes of RAM in the 14-inch, whereas the 16-inch can go all the way up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. My final thoughts here: if you are looking for a new MacBook Pro but want something a little more portable, then I highly recommend to wait a little longer, because all of the improvements in the 14-inch MacBook Pro will definitely be worth the wait. Make sure to let me know what you guys think about the 14-inch MacBook Pro in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to destroy that like button. With all of that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.